All right, so today we're going to prep you for a contact center supervisor interview.
Oh, exciting.
And to do that, we're going to be using RoleCatcher as a resource,
Yeah.
which is a platform that's specifically designed to help job seekers like you.
Right.
And they have all kinds of great guides, like career guides and skill guides. But the one that we're going to be focusing on today is the interview guides.
Perfect.
And they even have AI features
Oh, wow.
that can tailor your CV and give you feedback on your interview answers.
It's like having a career coach right in your pocket.
Yeah, exactly.
Really guiding you through.
Before we jump into the questions, though,
Okay.
let's sort of set the stage for the job itself.
Right.
So what does a contact center supervisor actually do?
Well, imagine a bustling contact center. Phones are ringing nonstop.
Yeah.
Customer service reps are handling inquiries, resolving issues.
Right.
And right at the heart of it all, the supervisor...
That's you.
That's you. Leading the team, making sure everything's running smoothly, resolving those tricky escalated issues,
Oh, okay.
training new team members, even diving into performance data.
Sounds pretty demanding.
It can be. It's
Yeah.
a fast-paced environment. And contact centers operate 24/7, 365 days a year.
Right, of course.
So you got to be prepared for those non-traditional hours, potentially.
So the career guide that we're looking at mentions some of pros and cons,
Right.
like leadership opportunities,
Yeah.
competitive salaries, but it also mentions a high-stress environment.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, dealing with some pretty difficult customers sometimes.
That's the reality.
Yeah.
But think of it this way. You're developing resilience, communication skills,
Oh, yeah.
leadership under pressure,
Yeah.
all valuable skills.
That's a good point.
in any career,
Yeah.
really.
All right, so we've got a sense of what the job is,
Yeah.
but now we're getting to the hard part, the interview.
Okay.
We're going to tackle some of the most common interview questions.
Let's do it.
And to do that, we're going to use RoleCatcher's interview guide as a roadmap.
Sounds good.
Are you ready to get grilled?
Bring it on.
One of the first questions that tends to come up in a lot of these interviews, how do you handle difficult customers?
Yeah, it's a classic.
Why is that such a common question, do you think?
Well, the interviewer wants to see how you handle pressure,
Okay.
how you think on your feet, whether you can turn a negative interaction into a positive one.
Okay.
They're looking for evidence of your emotional intelligence, problem-solving skills,
Okay.
and your ability to just stay calm and professional,
Right.
even when things get heated.
So what's a good approach here?
Well, first, you want to acknowledge the importance of staying professional and empathetic, no matter how challenging the customer might be.
Yeah.
Then you can walk them through your process.
Okay.
Active listening, identifying the customer's needs, offering solutions that align with company policies.
Okay.
It's not just about calming the customer down. It's about demonstrating your ability to de-escalate the situation and find a resolution that works for everyone.
What are some pitfalls to avoid when answering this question?
Definitely don't badmouth previous customers or companies.
Right.
Always focus on the positive. How you are able to turn a challenging situation into a learning experience and avoid getting bogged down in technical details.
Okay.
Keep the story concise,
Yeah.
focused on your actions and the outcome.
I imagine RoleCatcher has some great sample answers for this.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
And here's where the AI magic comes in.
Okay, this is interesting.
You can input your experience, your industry, even the specific company you're interviewing with.
Wow.
And RoleCatcher will generate a response tailored to that context.
So it's like a custom answer?
It is.
All right, that's super helpful.
Yeah.
Another one that comes up often. How do you handle team conflicts?
That's a good one.
Especially relevant, I think, for a leadership role like this.
Absolutely, because teamwork is essential in a contact center environment, and conflicts are bound to arise.
Yeah.
So the interviewer wants to see if you can foster a collaborative and respectful work environment,
Right.
even when things get a bit heated.
So how do I answer this in a way that doesn't make me sound like I just avoid conflict altogether?
Honesty is key.
Okay.
Acknowledge that conflicts are inevitable, but emphasize your proactive approach to addressing them.
Right.
Highlight your communication skills,
Okay.
your ability to mediate between differing viewpoints, your focus on finding solutions that benefit the entire team.
So it's really about showcasing your leadership style.
It is.
Yeah.
And remember, leadership isn't about having all the answers or asserting your authority. It's about creating an environment where everyone feels heard and respected, even when they disagree.
Okay, so Should I structure my response by giving a specific example of a time that I successfully navigated a team conflict?
That's a great approach.
Yeah.
Briefly describe the situation.
Hmm.
Outline the steps you took to resolve it.
Okay.
And highlight the positive outcome.
So they can see that I have actual experience.
Right, real-world experience.
Right. I'm starting to feel a little more confident thinking about it this way.
That's the goal.
Another question that often pops up. How do you prioritize tasks in a fast-paced environment?
Makes sense.
Contact centers, high volume,
Yeah.
high stress.
Mm-hmm.
So this is all about organizational skills and staying calm under pressure.
Exactly.
So how do you showcase those skills?
Well, you want to talk about your preferred methods for prioritizing tasks, whether it's a to-do list, a project management system, or a specific prioritization framework.
Right.
What matters is that you demonstrate a system
Yeah.
and that you can adapt it to
Okay.
changing circumstances.
Should I give a specific example of a time that I successfully managed a bunch of competing priorities?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Stories are memorable and they help illustrate your skills in action. So think of a time when you were under pressure,
Okay.
faced with multiple deadlines, urgent requests,
Right.
and how did you navigate that situation successfully?
Okay.
What were the key decisions you made? What was the outcome?
All right. Question number 4. How do you train new contact center agents?
So this one's pretty straightforward, right?
Well, it seems that way.
Coaching and training skills.
Yeah. But I imagine they're looking for more than just I show them how to do their job.
Right. They want to see that you can create engaging, comprehensive training programs
Right.
that set new hires up for success.
Okay.
They're assessing your ability to assess individual learning styles,
Mm-hmm.
adapt your approach,
Okay.
utilize various training technologies or platforms.
So it's about how you deliver the information, not just the information itself.
Exactly.
Okay, so I'm answering this. I should talk about what made the training programs that I've developed or been a part of effective,
Yeah.
how I made sure that the new agents were engaged,
Right.
any innovative techniques that I used.
Uh-huh.
Should I tie that back to the company's specific goals or customer service standards?
Absolutely. You want to show that you understand the company's culture, their priorities, and that you can train agents to meet those expectations.
Okay.
Do your research.
Yeah.
Tailor your response to their specific needs.
Okay, I'm taking notes. So this would be a good opportunity to mention certifications,
Oh, yeah.
like the call center supervisory certification or the customer service management certification.
Definitely.
Yep.
Those certifications demonstrate your commitment to professional development, shows the interviewer that you're serious about your career,
Okay.
and that you're invested in staying up to date with industry trends.
All right. Question number 5.
Mm-hmm.
How do you measure and analyze team performance?
All right, getting a little more technical here.
Yeah, KPIs and metrics.
That's right.
Okay.
So this question is all about your analytical skills and your ability to use data to drive improvement. The interviewer wants to see that you understand the key performance indicators, KPIs,
Okay.
that are relevant to a contact center,
Uh-huh.
and how to analyze those metrics to identify trends, areas for improvement, individual performance gaps.
So it's not just about crunching numbers.
No.
It's about using the data to make positive changes.
Right. Coaching your team.
Okay.
Driving those positive changes.
Should I be prepared to talk about specific KPIs that I've used in the past?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay.
How you analyze them to identify areas of strength and weakness. For example, you could talk about how you used call data
Okay.
to identify a trend of long wait times.
Right.
And then maybe you implemented a new call routing system to improve efficiency and customer satisfaction.
So again, stories.
Yes, always.
That's what they want to hear.
Stories are more engaging.
Okay, question number 6. How do you motivate your team to achieve their targets?
Ooh, that's a good one.
This seems like a tricky one.
Yeah, motivating a team in a contact center can be tricky.
Yeah. So the interviewer wants to understand your leadership style, your approach to creating a positive and productive work environment.
So what are some effective strategies here?
Well, you can talk about your approach to setting clear expectations,
Okay.
providing regular feedback,
Mm-hmm.
recognizing achievements,
Right.
fostering a sense of teamwork,
Okay.
and think about specific motivational techniques you've used successfully in the past.
Can you give me an example?
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's say your team was struggling to meet their call resolution targets.
Okay, yeah.
You could talk about how you implemented a gamification system
Oh, interesting.
where agents earned points for resolving calls efficiently.
Right.
And those points could be redeemed for rewards.
That's cool. I like that.
Motivates the team to improve their performance.
Yeah.
Fosters a sense of healthy competition and camaraderie.
Okay, so thinking outside the box.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's what they want to see.
How do you handle a situation where a team member is consistently underperforming? Oh, that's a tough one.
This seems like a really tricky question.
Yeah, because it's about addressing performance issues directly and effectively, but without coming across as harsh or judgmental.
Exactly.
So their interviewer wants to see that you can address those performance issues head on,
Right.
while also being supportive and focused on helping the team member improve.
Okay.
They're assessing your ability to provide constructive feedback, develop performance improvement plans,
Right.
and ultimately, making those tough decisions when necessary.
So how do I approach this question without throwing someone under the bus?
You start by emphasizing your commitment to open communication, constructive feedback.
Right.
You explain that you'd first try to understand the root cause of the underperformance. Is it lack of training? Is it a personal issue? Something else entirely.
Right.
Once you've identified the root cause, you can develop a plan to address it.
Yeah.
Might involve additional training, performance coaching, even adjusting their responsibilities.
What if, despite all of those efforts, the team member continues to underperform?
Well, then, you need to be prepared to discuss the possibility of disciplinary action.
Right.
Always following company policies and procedures, of course.
Right, of course.
But the focus should always be on supporting the team member's development and finding solutions that benefit both the individual and the team.
So it's not about punishment, it's about accountability.
That's right.
Okay, another question that we've pulled from RoleCatcher's Guide. How do you ensure compliance with company policies and procedures?
That's a big one.
Seems pretty straightforward.
It does, but interviewers are looking for more than just, I make sure everyone follows the rules.
Right.
They want to see that you understand the importance of compliance
Okay.
in a contact center environment and that you have a proactive approach to ensuring that your team is operating within the company's guidelines.
So what should I highlight when I'm answering this question?
Talk about your methods for communicating policies, providing training on procedures, monitoring compliance.
Okay.
You can also mention your experience with developing or implementing compliance programs.
Right.
So, for example, if you've implemented a new quality assurance process to monitor call handling compliance,
Okay.
you could share that experience.
Yeah.
And the positive impact it had,
Right.
maybe on customer satisfaction or regulatory adherence.
Okay, so give them a specific example.
Yes, always.
Of how I've ensured compliance in the past. And I should also highlight my own commitment to ethical behavior.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
You want to demonstrate that you take compliance seriously and that you're proactive in ensuring that your team operates with integrity,
Okay.
adheres to industry best practices.
The final question we're going to look at today is, how do you manage a remote contact center team?
Very relevant these days.
Right.
With the rise of remote work.
Right. So many companies are hybrid or even fully remote these days. What do interviewers want to know when they're asking this?
They want to know that you can maintain communication,
Okay.
build relationships, monitor performance
Yeah.
in a virtual environment.
So they're looking for someone who can handle the challenges of a remote team.
Exactly.
Okay. What are some effective strategies for managing a remote team?
Well, you can talk about your experience with using communication tools like video conferencing, instant messaging, project management platforms.
Right.
Highlight your ability to set clear expectations, provide regular feedback, foster a sense of community among team members, especially if they're located in different time zones or working flexible hours.
Should I also mention my strategies for addressing things like work-life balance?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You want to demonstrate that you understand the nuances of managing a remote workforce and that you're equipped to support your team's well-being and productivity, even in a virtual setting.
Wow, we've covered a lot of questions.
We have
9 common interview questions.
Yeah, it's a good start.
And we've really gotten a sense of what interviewers are looking for.
And this is just the foundation.
Right.
We're going to go even deeper, but it's a good foundation to have.
And thanks to RoleCatcher.
Yeah.
We have these awesome tools.
We do.
To help us really tailor our answers, practice our delivery.
AI-powered tools right in your pocket.
It's like a secret weapon.
It is.
Stay tuned for part 2 of this deep dive.
All right.
Welcome back.
I'm ready for more.
All right, so we've covered those common interview questions, but I'm curious, what about going beyond just answering what's asked?
Okay.
How do you really demonstrate your expertise
Right.
and leave a lasting impression?
Yeah, I like that.
So that's where showcasing your career journey and achievements comes in.
Yeah.
Remember that career guide we mentioned?
Yeah.
It outlines the typical career stages for a contact center supervisor.
Right. Starting from a contact center agent all the way up to the supervisor role.
And it even had some examples
Just did.
of people at each stage.
Right. It was like getting a sneak peek into different career paths.
Exactly.
And that's what you want to do for the interviewer.
Okay.
Give them a clear picture of your journey and how your experiences have prepared you for this role.
So it's not just about listing job titles on my CV.
No, not at all.
It's about connecting the dots.
Exact.
Showing how those experiences have developed the skills they're looking for.
Precisely. So let's say you started as a contact center agent.
Okay.
You were handling customer inquiries, resolving issues, maybe even going above and beyond to turn a negative experience into a positive one.
Yeah.
That's demonstrating customer service excellence.
Right.
Then maybe you moved up to a senior contact center agent role. You were mentoring junior agents, handling escalated complaints,
Right.
even providing feedback to management on processes and training needs. That's leadership in action.
Okay, I like how you're weaving that into a narrative.
Yeah.
It's not just bullet points, it's a story.
And stories are memorable.
They are.
They help the interviewers see you as a well-rounded candidate
Okay.
with a clear trajectory towards success.
But everyone says they're a good leader or a problem solver.
Right.
How do I stand out from the crowd?
Well, that's where quantifiable achievements come in.
Okay.
So don't just say you're a good leader. Give a specific example of a time you successfully motivated your team to exceed their targets.
So give them numbers.
Yes.
Specific outcomes?
Outcomes, percentages, the details that make your accomplishments tangible.
Okay, so it's like the difference between saying, I'm a fast runner,
Yeah.
and saying, I ran a mile in under 5 minutes.
Exactly.
One is subjective, the other is measurable.
Impressive.
And speaking of impressive,
Yeah.
what about those certifications we talked about earlier?
Oh, yes. Those are good.
Yeah.
Dropping those into the conversation, when relevant, of course, can really solidify your expertise.
The Call Center Supervisory Certification.
Yes.
Customer Service Management Certification. Leadership in Management.
Shows a commitment to professional development.
It does.
Dedication to staying current in the field.
Okay, so we've talked about framing my experience, highlighting quantifiable achievements,
Yes.
mentioning those certifications. But how do I actually deliver all of this
Okay, good question.
in a way that's engaging and memorable?
Preparation and practice.
Okay.
And you guessed it.
RoleCatcher.
RoleCatcher can help.
Wait, RoleCatcher can help me practice for my interview.
Yes.
I thought it was just for the CV.
Oh, it's so much more than that.
Okay.
Remember that AI feature we talked about?
Yeah.
It can analyze your interview responses
No way.
and provide feedback on your delivery.
So it's like a virtual interview coach.
Exactly.
Wow.
You can record yourself answering common interview questions.
Okay.
And RoleCatcher's AI will analyze your tone, your pacing, your body language. It can even pick up on subtle cues like facial expressions and filler words.
That's incredible.
It's like having a mock interview without the pressure of actually being in front of an interviewer.
Okay, and it's tailored to the specific job I'm applying for.
Exactly. So you can practice answering questions relevant to the role in the company.
So not only am I getting feedback, but I'm refining my answers to make them even better.
You got it.
Double whammy.
Double whammy of interview preparation.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here.
We have.
Framing my experience, highlighting those achievements, certifications, and practicing my delivery. But how do I tie all of this together?
Okay, that's where your personal brand and story come in.
Okay.
What are your unique strengths and passions?
Right.
What are your career goals? What are you looking for in this specific role?
So do I need like a mini elevator pitch about myself?
In a way, yes.
Okay.
But it's more than just a pitch. It's about weaving your skills, experiences, and aspirations into a story that resonates with the interviewer.
And aligns with the company's values.
Absolutely.
Right. And the specific requirements of the role.
Exactly. You want to show that you've done your research, that you understand how your unique skills and experiences can contribute to their team.
What's the one thing I want them to remember about me after I leave the room?
That's a good way to think about it.
Okay, this is starting to feel a bit overwhelming.
Well, it's natural to feel a bit intimidated.
Yeah.
But remember, preparation is key.
Okay.
And with the right tools and resources, you can turn that anxiety into excitement.
Right.
It's all about shifting your mindset from I'm being judged to I'm here to share my story and see if we're a good fit for each other.
And that's where RoleCatcher really helps, right?
Absolutely.
It's not just about finding jobs.
Right.
It's a whole toolkit.
Toolkit for career development and interview success.
So even if someone's not actively looking for a job right now,
Yeah.
it's worth checking out RoleCatcher
Absolutely.
just to get prepared.
Yeah, you never know when that knowledge might come in handy.
Right.
Might even inspire you to pursue a new career path.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here today.
We have.
But before we wrap up part 2, what's the one piece of advice you'd give someone who's feeling nervous about a contact center supervisor interview?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Yeah.
Remember that the interviewer is looking for someone who's passionate
Okay.
about customer service, eager to lead and motivate a team,
Right.
and committed to continuous improvement.
Yeah.
So let your enthusiasm shine through.
So it's not just about having the right answers.
No.
It's about showcasing my personality.
Yeah, be authentic. Be yourself.
Be myself.
And you've got this.
Yeah.
You've put in the work. You've prepared.
Right.
Now it's time to go out there and shine.
And don't forget,
Yes.
RoleCatcher's in your corner. Head over to their website, check out their resources.
Get ready to ace that interview.
All right, welcome back to the final part of our deep dive on prepping for a contact center supervisor interview.
We've covered so much.
We really have, from understanding the role itself to tackling those tricky interview questions and even showcasing your expertise.
Yeah, it's been a lot.
But there's one last thing.
One last crucial element.
Okay, I'm all ears.
It's not about tricks or gimmicks or anything like that. It's really about authenticity, passion, leaving the interviewer with a lasting impression of who you are, what you bring to the table.
So how do I do that? How do I go beyond just answering the question and really connect?
Think of it this way.
Okay.
You spent all this time prepping for the interview, researching the company, analyzing those questions, practicing your delivery with RoleCatcher's AI feedback.
Right.
Now it's time to let your personality shine through.
So be myself.
Yes.
But like my best professional self.
Exactly. Let your passion for customer service and leadership come through in your answers. Share your excitement about the opportunity to make a real impact on the company and its customers.
So it's like the difference between reading from a script and having an actual conversation.
Exactly.
You want them to feel like they're getting to know you.
Yeah, the real you.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day,
Right.
they're not just hiring a set of skills. They're hiring a person.
Yeah, of course.
Someone who will fit into their team culture, someone who will be a positive influence on their employees,
Right.
and someone who will represent their brand with enthusiasm and professionalism.
Interviews can be nerve-wracking.
Oh, absolutely.
How do I stay calm and collected?
Well, preparation is your best defense against those nerves.
Okay.
When you know you've done your homework,
Right.
you naturally feel more confident and in control.
So all that time we spent prepping with the career guide and the interview guide from RoleCatcher, that's actually helping me to calm down.
Absolutely. When you know what to expect, you can focus on presenting yourself in the best possible light.
Yeah.
Instead of worrying about being caught off guard.
And the video practice feature.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Being able to practice those tough questions.
Yeah.
Get feedback on how I sound.
Absolutely. It's like having a dress rehearsal before the big performance.
So let's say I've aced all the questions.
You're right.
Showcase my expertise, manage to stay calm.
You're doing great.
How do I leave them with that really positive, lasting impression?
This is where your genuine curiosity and enthusiasm come in.
Okay.
Ask thoughtful questions about the role, the team, the company's vision.
So I'm not just being interviewed, I'm interviewing them.
Exactly. It shows that you're genuinely interested.
Right.
And that you're thinking beyond just getting the job.
Okay.
Plus, it gives you valuable insights to help you decide if this is the right fit for you.
It's a two-way street.
It is.
We're both kind of sizing each other up.
Exactly. And don't forget, a genuine smile.
Okay.
Firm handshake can go a long way.
Right.
Leaving that positive final impression.
Okay, we've covered so much ground today.
So much.
Any final words of wisdom for our future contact center supervisors out there?
Yes, remember that the interview is just one part of the process.
Okay.
Your resume, your cover letter, even your online presence,
Right.
they all play a role in showcasing your qualifications and making a strong first impression.
And don't forget RoleCatcher.
Yes, RoleCatcher.
Their platform can help with every step of that job search process.
Crafting that killer resume, practicing those interview answers with AI feedback.
They're your secret weapon.
They are, for standing out in a crowded job market and landing that dream contact center supervisor role.
So go out there, be your best selves.
You got this.
You got this, and if you need a little extra help,
RoleCatcher is there for you.
that's all the time we have for our deep dive into prepping for a contact center supervisor interview. It really was. We hope you found it helpful, and we wish you the best of luck in your job search.
Good luck.
Until next time,